Good morning, Jamlee. Or I should say good afternoon. Technically, for us, it's afternoon. But hey, everybody, how's it going? So, I am, if you've known me for a while or have been following the channel for a while, I am a blonde. Naturally, yes. And more so now, like, it's kind of more like a dishwater blonde. This has been highlighted down here. However, hi, Charlie. So I am not the brightest one in the bunch when it comes to some of the simpler things. Like, I overthink things too much. And I have been having, hey Chris, hi Kat. Okay, no problem, Charlie. Hi Stephanie, hi Jenny. So I have been having issues with the streaming, right? We've been having all kinds of issues with buffering and with things not working. And I ran several tests on the computer. Everything else seemed fine. But I finally was able to go in and do a speed test on the computer last night. And it was super bad. Like, really bad. You're really proud of yourself, Chris? Congrats, then. That's awesome that you're proud of yourself. Always should be. Hi, Caitlin. So, I ran a speed test on the computer last night. Now, let me just start off by saying that we pay for 200 down, 20 up. Okay, so that's like really fast internet, like super fast. And with the brand new computer and all this new software, there should be no reason that my computer should not be able to stream, run video games, none of that stuff. Like, it should all work breezingly well. And so I ran the test last night, and we were getting 8 download, and I think we were getting like 1 or 2 up. And I was like, why am I getting only 8 out of 200? So I ran, like, looked up some information and whatever. And it said, you just did my show with acting. Oh my gosh, yay, Chris, congrats. That's awesome. And so I went in and was looking up stuff, and there was like issues like with specs with your computer could slow it down, what yada yada. Then I found a site that's explained that if you're Wi-Fiing it, and your Wi-Fi box might be a distance away from it, to test that. Hi, Yosef. So I decided to take the laptop, ran the laptop in here, right, and tested it, and got the same results as my desktop, which was like 8 down, 2 up. And I was like, this is like super ridiculous. Hi, Tiffany. So I took the laptop out into the living room where the Wi-Fi router box is. Like, it's an all-in-one box from the company that we get our internet from, our ISP. So I took it out there and I sat the computer right next to it and ran another test, and it amped up to like 50 down and 12 up. So it was like really good. And I was like, okay, that's super good, especially for that laptop. So I decided to plug it in, like go ahead and put the line into it, right? And so I lined it in. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, don't walk in here.
No, I literally love when Moana's grandma, when she's sitting there, she's showing her the boats and stuff, and she knocks over the thing. She knocks over the rocks, and the grandma comes up.
Yeah. So I went and I plugged it in using one of the yellow cables. And I'll be darned if I didn't get 189 up and 19 down. Or 189 down, 19 up. Which is right where it should be, like literally right on the cusp. So I was like, I need to actually have my computer plugged into this box. Like, it's just not capable of picking it up Wi-Fi wise. So I took my desktop, because it's an all-in-one, so I grabbed the desktop and went out to the living room with it and hooked it straight up to the thing, and my speeds were like snap fast. And I was like, what? This whole time I have been struggling with the internet in our house with streaming, and it's been the fact that the box needed to be here. So here's the fun part, because this is where my military training came into play today. Stuff I didn't think I'd ever use again. So I was like, well, I know when they hooked us up for the internet, since we're only going to be using the one box, hi Sydney, they only connected the line to the living room. Now all of our lines are internal, so they're in the walls. So I had to go outside, find where our cable line is, where it's coming through. Oh, thank you. And I found it where it connects into the house. And then I opened up the box and I looked in and I was like, oh my gosh, there's so many other coaxials in here. So I needed the one for my room, the one for this room right here, which is right behind the TV. So I opened the box up and I grabbed tape and I put tape pieces on each one. And the one that was already connected I knew was the living room. The reborn babies are actually laying down like right over there by my bed. But I labeled the one that said living room because that was the one that was already connected. So I disconnected that and I brought the box in here and connected it to my wall. And then I went outside and I tested each line to see which one brought the box online. And I finally found it after the third try. I found the one that connected in my room. Got it all connected outside, tightened it back up, labeled each wire outside to which room it goes to now. So now I know exactly which room each coaxial goes to. Hold on, Sydney. And then I went ahead and hooked up the Wi-Fi router in here. So I ran the long cable and like drilled it into the wall along the border of my closet, brought it back out at this end right here because you can see my closet runs the whole length of the room. Brought it out right here, and now the box is sitting right behind the computer and I'm connected directly into the computer, into the Wi-Fi box. Hence a smooth stream. And I was so disappointed yesterday. I got PUBG, which is Players Unknown Battlegrounds, which is a game. It's a war game. And I love it, by the way. And so I'd been wanting to play it. And so I was like, yes, I got the game. And yesterday, before I fixed this whole problem, the game wouldn't run. Like, it would just freeze up and said that we had network lag. And I was like, why can't I do this? This is like, this should be working. You have yours right now. You want more? Aw. And so I went ahead and finally, after getting everything situated again, I ran PUBG and it worked. It worked. Like, I was able to actually go into the game. I was able to get the game started. Still pretty bad at the game because I'm new to it. I haven't figured out all the controls yet on the keyboard. But the game ran. Like, it actually ran on my system like it's supposed to. And I was super happy with that. Oh, and I also test streamed onto Twitch last night. I test streamed a round of, like, a bit of Skyrim. And it ran so smooth. It looked amazing. Just got out of the emergency room, Sabrina. I hope you're alright. That sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that. So, I'm, like, you guys, my birthday stream is going to be on Thursday because that's my birthday, and so I plan on streaming on Twitch for my birthday. That's kind of where my plans are. I went and got everything that I'm going to need for my stream. So I bought a big case of Coors Light. I actually didn't want Coors Light, but they kind of didn't leave you a choice when it came to price-wise. Like, the pricing on it was way better than anything else. So I bought a big case of Coors Light. I bought a bottle of Jim, a big case of Coca-Cola, because it's my birthday stream. And I plan to get a bit lit while playing video games. So that's going to be my birthday, is with whoever comes and hangs out on Twitch with me and has a few drinks and chills out. It's going to be so much fun. The 20th, Thursday, this Thursday, like in 2 days, Thursday the 20th is my birthday. Your birthday's the 24th on Monday. Oh, happy birthday, Sydney. Happy early birthday, Sydney. So I'm super excited to finally know that the whole time I was having Twitch streaming issues was my own ignorance of the fact that my Wi-Fi box puts out pretty good Wi-Fi when it comes to, like, watching, say, Netflix or something, or watching YouTube videos. But to actually ask it to allow me to be streaming, it actually needed its full capacity. So it has that now, and I'm super happy. And I get to finally, like, I'm streaming right now, you guys, and we have green lights on everything. Like, what? What? Normally, it's like green, yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow, red. We're streaming a green stream right now, and our stream health is beautiful. It's healthy. I'm super happy with it. So, by the way, you guys, I am 7 away, 7 people away from making 50 followers on Twitch, which is a huge, huge step, by the way. Just, I don't know if that anybody knows that or whatever, but 7 away from being able to become a Twitch affiliate. I have enough streaming hours. I have enough streaming viewers when it comes to the people that stay and watch. I just haven't reached 50. I need to reach 50 people, and I am 7 away from that. So you have 9 reborn babies? My goodness. Sarah has 5. I just have the 2. I just have the twins. And Sarah wants 1 more. You're camping on your birthday? See, jealous. By the way, guys, I'm drinking one of the things I hate the most. However, I'm drinking a double shot, mocha double shot energy drink from Starbucks, because I have found that the carbonated energy drinks have been really messing with my stomach. But if you've been following a while, you'll know that for me, to avoid pumping myself full of pills for my blood pressure, I have to have caffeine. And I can't stand caffeine tablets. They hit too hard all at one time. And so they make me really jittery. So my second option is this guy, coffee. Either coffee or cold coffees or cold brews, but it has to contain caffeine in it. And this one's a double shot, so of course it has that extra boost of caffeine. And it helps me out. And you guys, literally, I have been so happy with the fact that, like, look at this. I am not, like, I have a slight little pouch because I had to take medicine last night because I didn't take any energy drinks yesterday. So I have like just a mild little pouch. However, it's gotten so much smaller. My face is not as ballooned up anymore. I mean, it's like, but I'm also like busting my butt at the gym. So on Friday morning, I hope everything goes good. On what? What do you mean on what? Can I see? Oh, you're talking to Stephanie. Oh yeah, Frappuccinos are really good. Hold on, let me grab the babies real quick so Sydney can see them. 1 second. So here's the babies. Hold on, let me turn Liam around. You want to say hello, Mr. Liam? Huh? And there's Ellie. So there's Eleanor and there's Liam. So on your head, oh, sorry, baby girl. So there you go. So you got Ellie. And your little Binky's Crookedy. And Liam. Look at these babies. They're so beautiful. So, there you guys go. So yeah, there's the twins. They both look so dang cute. Oh my gosh. And I made his hat. So I've done like, I'm trying to put her hat back on. But I made Liam's hat. Because he didn't have any hats, and I can't seem to find any preemie baby hats at the store, so I decided just to make them. How friggin' cute are these guys, right? Like, seriously. But sorry, the guinea pigs are being obnoxiously loud in the background. I crocheted the hat, so I just did crochet work with this. So I made so many of them for him. So he's got quite a few. So now he has a red, a green, a dark blue, a light blue, a taupe colored one that's like multicolored. And I just finished making a white one, but I'm not sure I like it. I don't think it really looks very good on him. So, oh, you're doing with a loom. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. All right, I'm gonna go lay these guys back down. Hold on, because they're I don't like really handling them too much, because if you handle them too much, it kind of like the oils in your skin will stick to the vinyl. So we try to avoid that. So hold on. They're so loud in the background. Oh my god. I don't know if you guys can hear them. I can hear them loud as day though, but they're, I shouldn't say they. Dewey is what they call rumble strutting. It's a thing that male guinea pigs do. Even female guinea pigs will do it once in a while, but it's not the norm for them. But males will do it. Hi Jeffrey, and thank you. Aww. Okay, I didn't know if you guys could, but in the video, if you guys watched the video from previously, you'll hear this rumbling noise that they make, like this really like squeaky rumble. So it's like a deep rumble with kind of a underlining squeak to it, so to speak. But when they do that, it's their way of saying, this is my space, move away from me. But they do that. But the only one who does it now, the other boys have figured it all out. But Dewey, because they were really kind of mean to him at first, and because he is the tiniest one in the group, like he's so small compared to his brothers, they were, that's my nephew's name, aw, Dewey, aw. We actually don't add the extra E in his name. A lot of people spell Dewey D-E-W-E-Y, and we just put D-E-W-Y, just to be different. Hi, Kat, or I always say Kat, Katie, hi, Katie. Oh my goodness, I will get that right one of these times, I promise you. Hi, Stephanie, you can't hear them? Okay, good. But, yeah, so they get to, like, Dewey's the only one now who gets really worked up whenever his brothers get near him. And here's the kicker, though. It's his own fault. We have the double-deck cage for them, right? So it's got a lot of space. So they have a lot of room. More room than they actually need. They have so much space that they actually chase each other, like can run, full-on run and popcorn in that cage. It's so big. That cage right there is meant to be able to hold a, I guess the size cage we got was something that would hold like a Mastiff. And then we double-decked it. So we bought a second platform, one of the plastic platform things that go on the bottom, and so we just cut a hole in that, and then we double decked it so that way they can go up and down with a ramp. Well, with the ramp, Dewey keeps laying at the very bottom of the ramp, so whenever they come down the ramp, they land right on top of him because he's right in the path of where they have to come down and then turn. So he lays there, and it's the only place we can put the ramp because it's the other support piece for the upper deck. And so he lays there, and he's always in the way. Like, he's always in the way of when they come down the ramp. Oh, you have a friend that has a daughter named Eleanor? I love the name Eleanor. Like, love that name. I wish I had thought of that name when I had Sarah. Because I think the name Eleanor Patricia would have been so gorgeous. And I didn't even think of that name back then. Like, I don't know, it's been kind of a more, I think I know what it is. When I had Sarah, I hadn't seen, no, I had already. I'd already seen, what do you call it? The Haunting, which is the story of the Haunting of Hill House, from the book. However, they call her Nell in the book and in the movie. So I didn't even think of Eleanor till well after, when I paid attention to the movie again, like when I watched it after Sarah had been born. 5 hedgehogs? Oh my gosh. So when I watched the movie again and I realized that her name was Eleanor and that her friends would call her Nell, I fell in love with the name. And so when I thought of the fact that if I ever had another child, if I had another little girl, her name would end up being Eleanor, because I super duper love that name. But then here's the funny part. A lot of people I know since then have had kids and have used the name Eleanor, not Eleanor, but like Eliana, Ellie. There's like all kinds of names that are very close to Eleanor, and I'm just like, well, now it's not so unique anymore, so I'm glad I didn't use that name. But it would have been a beautiful name had Sarah been named Eleanor Patricia. I think that would have been so beautiful. But yeah. So how is everybody else doing? Like, what are your guys' plans throughout the week? Are you guys, like, do you have plans coming up for the weekend? I know that the kids have this week and next week off, and then school starts again. So they're going back to school very, very shortly, which is crazy for me to think. Like, I think about that, I'm like, it's so crazy that they're going back to school already. I'm not sure I'm a fan of this lip color. Not yet. Like, it's my first time wearing this one. And my eyeballs are super blue today. But, like, I have not worn my bangs down in the past, like, week or so because the weather has been horrible. And then I just did my hair and everything, and we left to go get milk and stuff for the day. And got out of the car and got wind blasted. By the way, I do have my car running. However, it's still having issues with the battery. We ended up leaving the battery on charge all night, half the next day, took it out, came back, and it died again. So I left it for now it's been another 24 hours that it's been on the charger. So, yep, it still keeps having issues. And I don't know why, being that because we've taken the battery out of its holder in the car. So it's out of the car itself and on a charger. And even after being on the charger for over 24 hours, the battery is not holding a charge. So it's definitely not the car. So that we've already figured out. So now now we know that it is, absolutely know that it's the battery. So it's really crazy. Liam, I wrote that one. You were holding baby. Oh yeah, Liam is definitely, like, that's my little man's name. So I named the twins Eleanor and Liam, which were two of my very favorite names. Just going through making sure I didn't miss something. Yeah, I really, really like those names. I also really like the name Carlisle, but not as a first name. I don't like it as a first name. I think it's a really good, like, middle name, but not a first name. I think it's just because it's so old school. I mean, and of course I've known that name before Twilight, and a lot of people think I got it from Twilight, but it wasn't from Twilight. The name Carlisle has always been something I've always thought was very prestigious, I guess would be the right word. Like, when you hear the name Carlisle, you think of somebody who owns, like, a mass $1-million company, a multi-billionaire type name. I've always just thought it was a very classy, high-end kind of name, which is one reason why I didn't use it. But I've always liked the name. But I don't think I would give that name as, like, a first name to a child. Maybe a middle name, but not a first name. These things are so disgusting. They literally taste like coffee mixed with water. But I need the caffeine, but I'm just having a real hard time stomaching that. Ugh. But my hair, you guys, my hair is on, like, freak mode because it keeps spazzing out. And I can feel it as it's, like, getting all staticky. Oh, you're still in school before summer? We're getting ready to go back to school. So, alright, Charlie, have a good night. No, out here we never get humidity. Like, very, very rarely do we ever get humidity. And the past week, because we had a monsoon blow through here, so this past week we've had humidities over 20%, and today our humidity is like 28. It's horrible. We all feel sticky and yucky. You guys start back in September? Oh, okay. Yeah, a lot of schools, a lot of kids don't get out until June or July and go back like later in the year. For us, the kids get out last week of May and go back first week of August. So they get June and July out of school, and then they go back. So they get like 8 weeks. But then there's also the summer school, 6-week summer school session. So most of those kids only get 2 weeks of summer break. Those that had to go to summer school or chose to. Some kids choose to go to summer school to get a jump on the next year's credits. So that's pretty cool. And if you're like a volunteer, like if you volunteer to go to summer school, then you have to pay to go to take those classes. But hold on, let me grab this right quick. My aunt. One place for my car, where I guess was trying to get a hold of me, and I didn't have my phone on me, and so they called my aunt because we need to get the new battery. And so we are trying to make a deal with them with a different brand of battery. But seeing as that's not working, we had to have them write up a paper stating that the battery, and I have the thing too for the battery being under warranty. We're just not going back to the same company again because it's just been nothing but a headache with them with multiple batteries and still the same issue. So we have decided to go with the Napa Auto Parts because they're going to honor the warranty on the battery, but they're also going to replace it with a different brand battery, and then we're going to give them the one that we have. So that's really good. Really ready. Yeah, where did summer go? It's still here for us, like summer weather-wise, but summer like vacation-wise and activity-wise, yeah, that didn't happen. There's a lot of things I wanted to do for this summer, but financially things just didn't work that way. And then there was the issue that came up with Jay going into the hospital and all those things. By the way, because I know people have asked, but update is he's doing really well. He's back at work again, but his work's been transferred to the East Coast so that he can continue treatment. So as of right now, everything's going good for him. We've talked with him recently. Well, we didn't talk, but we texted with him recently. And he's much better spirits. He's feeling better. So you can't believe you only have one kid left in school. I know, right? Like, isn't that super weird? I keep thinking about that. This is Taylor's graduation year. Like, this is his senior year of high school. Anything after high school, if he chooses to go to college, that's his choosing. But high school, like getting them through high school, Taylor's going to graduate this year. And then Sarah will be my only one left. She'll have 2 more years after this year. And I'm just like, where did the time go? Like, it's so crazy. Yeah, I bet. I mean, I can't even imagine having that kind of empty nest sensation. Like, you know it's coming. It's so close. For me, my kids are at the point now where they're both out and about doing things and having friends and everything like that. And so it's crazy to think, like, when I have the house to myself and it's super quiet in here, it's like, what happened to the kids being kids and being crazy and laughing and toys falling over and blocks being built up and the little spats when one gets mad at the other? Your oldest is 21. Gosh, my oldest, and I count my stepson as my oldest, he is 22. My sister and her boyfriend broke up yesterday. Aw, Sydney, I'm sorry. But it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, that happens in life. And, you know, the person that it's definitely going to affect the most is going to be your sister right now. So, it's okay. And they'll get through it. Like, that's the thing. That's the part of growing up, is that you have relationships, and sometimes those relationships don't pan out. Sometimes people make dumb decisions and can ruin a relationship. So, I am really happy for you, Chris. That is awesome. Like, I used to do improv theater when I was in school, and I can tell you that that is one of the most nerve-wracking things in the world. So getting up there and doing that, congrats, because like I couldn't do it. It's so funny too, because I guess a lot of people say, well, this is like improv. Like, I don't know you guys know you in that sense. So it's like getting up on a stage and standing and just winging it. But to me, this just feels like we're all family sitting in a room talking and having a chat. So I don't know if that would be in that same sense, because I know when I did improv, like, seriously, it was the hardest thing I've ever had to do. Very classy, just like you said. Oh, okay. You got to play a firefighter? You were portraying a firefighter? See, that is so cool. So cool. We finally have a real Starbucks in town. Like, the real deal. Like an actual standing building that has a drive-through and has the little not restaurant, but the little sit-down area inside of it, the cafe part of it. And like the food, so you can get the sandwiches and the muffins and the bread and we have a real Starbucks here, finally. Like, I know that over, if you went like into Safeway, they had the little miniature little setup where you could walk in and get a coffee, but not all the good stuff. And we actually have a full-on Starbucks now. And I do know we have a one that does the drinks only also in Target. But now we have an actual real standing Starbucks location where you can go in, sit down, connect to Wi-Fi, have a chat, make a meeting there. You know, just an actual cafe. The play was called Working. See, that's awesome. Oh, you got a better smartwatch? Sweet, Yosef. Man, cat. Nuh-uh. Holy cow. Ooh, Virginia, that's awesome. I will be praying for you. Oh, and hi. Hi, Virginia. I will be praying for you. Like, getting a job is one of those things. Like, especially if it's a job that you have been looking forward to, it can be so nerve-wracking waiting for the yes or no. So, fingers crossed for you. I have recently started looking into some of the jobs that I wanted to take in the UK now that Sarah's on the mend with her seizures, and we really happened to finally get those to where we know exactly what she needs to take. So if we go overseas, we know exactly what she needs to be on. She doesn't need to change prescriptions. She doesn't need to change anything that she's doing. And as long as she sees her neurologist at least every 6 months, she's fine. And she can even do neurology appointments via Skype and stuff like that. So that is amazing. Oh, you would love it if I came. Yeah, I know, I wish that would be something we could do, but there's no way. Yeah, thank you. Zach Brown, the country singer? Sweet. Oh, I hope you get it. Nearest one is 2 hours away? My gosh, Kat, you guys need to get somewhere where you guys have, like, you have a Super Walmart? We have 2 of those now. Like, well, it's not technically in Bullhead City, though. The other one is now in Fort Mojave. So, like, if you go out to the valley, you've got the new Walmart it's not open yet, but it will be very shortly. And then you have Smith's, Safeway. What else is over there? I think that's it, like Smith's and Safeway. And then now the big Walmart Supercenter, and I just broke my nail. Like, broke it against the side of the chair. Sorry, that's probably going to be horrible on some people. Some people hate that sound, but I've got to I'm really picky about my nails, you guys. So if I break one or I happen to catch it on something, I always immediately get the file out and fix it, because I'm just a stickler with my nails. Oh yeah, you guys have a Sam's Club too, huh? I know that if you go to Laughlin, like you're going towards Laughlin, down in Old Bullhead, then we have, what do you call it? Home Depot, Lowe's, Sam's Club, because we have a Sam's Club. Hi, Shayla! We have a Sam's Club. And then there's like restaurants. You got Chili's and IHOP. I don't even know what else is over there. I don't really go over there because that side of town is super hard to like manage being around because the casinos are right there. So it gets super crazy traffic over there. But if you go like you're going to leave Bullhead and go into Fort Mojave, and my eyeball is having a twitch attack. It's like literally going crazy right now. But if you go towards like you're going to leave town, then you have Target, Kohl's, Bed Bath & Beyond, PetSmart, and I know we got Cold Stone Creamery over there now. What's the other place that we have over there? Sally's Beauty Supplies. So, hi Felicia! So, yeah. Yeah, if I don't fix it immediately, then it just breaks more. Yeah, so there you go, Kat. And I have really, like I keep my nails naturally long. And so like if they break or anything, I immediately take, like these are my natural nails. So they're like really healthy. I really take care of my nails. My hand is actually healing up really well. So, I mean, it's still got some like mild little bit of bruising left. But here's the thing. That part right there, that little red knot is literally, I'm not even kidding. Look at this thing. It's literally a ball left in there. Like, it, when I hit it hard enough that it's like a permanent scar tissued up spot. Aw, thank you, Tiffany. Yeah, he's doing really good, so. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, Walmart is not all that. Oh my gosh, that's crazy, Jeff. Yeah, so with my hand, where I hit it with the hammer, which, by the way, I hit it with pretty close to the fullest amount of force that I could give it without break, because I didn't want to break the wire cutters. So I gave it the full force of hit that I thought would work enough to make it snap through the big thick wire. But my hand happened to be caught in the way of it. The craziest part was when I hit it, I was like, I vomited almost, it was almost instantaneous. So I hit it, and the pain was so bad that I got dizzy and puked. That's when you know you've hurt yourself. So I thought at first, when I first hit it, I honestly thought I broke the bone right here. I thought that I may have hit this bone, but I missed that whole part. Like, I missed the bone completely and actually only hit this little meat, like that meaty part of your hand right here. That's what I ended up catching. So, oh, my nose is running. I don't know why, but that's kind of disgusting and like gross. So, ew. But yeah, so that was not the funnest moment. It hurt like as bad as when I crushed this finger. Same hand, go figure. When I crushed my middle finger in the actual like garage door. And this was a while back. I don't know how to say that. We're gonna call you Bus. Hi, Bus. How are you today? But yeah, I was closing our garage door of our old place, and it didn't have, yeah, I didn't have it in me to even swear or anything. I literally, it took my breath away. It hurt so bad. But our old place, the garage was only hand lifted and brought back down. Sarah's doing good. She's actually, I don't even know what she's exactly doing right now. I know that she came in here and said so. Oh, she was watching Moana and waiting for her sheets and stuff to wash for her bed because she bought a soda, but I think she forgot that the guy had told her he just brought it off the truck. And so she was bringing it, she brought it inside and she went to open it and it went everywhere, all over her bed and her ground and stuff. So she was really irked. So she wasn't a very happy camper. But yeah, so she's doing okay though. She's getting her room all fixed up. But with our old house, our garage door had to be manually lifted and pulled back down. Well, this was back when we had our cat, Giselle, who has since passed away. She was an old girl. There you go, Virginia. And so, your cat Bella is sitting on the laptop, so if you guys see weird letters and odd, she's trying, oh, there you go, she's typing for you. She means meow, there you go. Hi, little Bella. Oh, you're using talk? No, not a problem. I'm getting pretty good at reading through stuff. But, so I went to go close our garage, which was like just a single car garage, on our old place. And as I pulled the garage door down, the cat, who I had thought was inside, I don't know why she ended up in the garage, but she decided to kind of skirt out under the garage at the exact same time. And so I tried to stop the garage door, which usually once I pulled it, I let it go because it was too heavy for me to, like, you know, grab it in mid, like, slowly releasing it. And so whenever we did it, we would just pull it down and get it started and then back away and it would just come down. But she ended up getting in the way, so I tried to stop the door by, like, pressing my weight against it and pushing up, and it still kept coming. And you know, the garage doors, when they come down, they're like, one comes down, the next one comes down, and my finger got caught between the two panels as the next one came down and shut, and the weight of the garage door was full on it, and it just caught my middle finger smack in between those two. And I remember hearing the crunch of the top of my finger, like it crunched. And I think that, like, that sound versus because the pain didn't come immediately, it was the sound that it made that made me instantly, like, nauseated. I got super nauseated. I got really, really dizzy, and like yanked my hand back, which I think may have made it slightly worse. And I kind of just sat right where I was, and then rolled kind of to my side and, like, crawled my way over to the house, grabbed the phone, because at that time we didn't have a cell phone, we just had the regular phone. You're a new subscriber? Well, welcome to the Jamly. And what do I call you? Because I can't quite make out your name. It just says EBRPS, Bus. So do you want to just be called Bus or Eb? So yeah, welcome to the Jamly, by the way. And so yeah, I called over to Taylor and Sarah where they were at a friend's house and said, you need to get here, like, immediately because I think I might pass out. So they both made it. So Grant. Okay, hi Grant. Shell, hi. How are you doing? Finally caught a live stream. You've been subscribed for a long time. Well, hello. Good to see you in the chat. So yeah, I decided I was just going to get on here today and just chat with you guys. I finally got our streaming stuff working properly, and I'm super happy that it is. I wish I could stream it at 60 frames per second, but I don't want to adjust my settings because I do want to be able to keep going back and forth between here and Twitch. So this works out though. This is great. But welcome, guys. Welcome in. 24 years in the Air Force and works for Walmart. Isn't that the norm? I served 6 years active duty with the Air Force. So, and now I do streaming videos and I edit videos for other people now, which, by the way, because that's something I did not tell you guys when I was talking about the other work. Yeah, Katie, it hurt so bad. Like, I can't even explain to you how bad. Because unless you've ever experienced pain like that, you just don't know. Like, I've given birth to 2 children, okay, and didn't have that kind of pain. Like, I gave birth to Sarah all natural, like no pain meds, no nothing, just natural. And crushing my finger and slamming my hand with a hammer were probably 2 of the worst experiences of pain. Like, that's the first time I've ever had pain so bad I puked. Yeah, see, there's several people that I know that have worked at Walmart for several years. It's the younger people that I think have the worst time there because they're only on for part-time positions. But if you're with Walmart at a full-time position with benefits, then yeah, it's a pretty good company to work for. Unless you're in places like where we are, where they're constantly cycling people out. Gotta switch the laundry? Whoop, fun. Alright, Felicia, we'll see you back in a minute. Oh, thank you, Chris. And so, yeah, I mean, I know several people who have worked for Walmart, so. Well, Tiffany, it's not a bad thing anyway, especially working there, especially being a veteran. You definitely, when you get hired on for positions like that, usually almost always end up with benefits. So there's usually health coverage, there's usually a 401k plan put together, or an IRA account. You're going to have lots of different things available to you when you're a veteran versus when you're, say, a high school student, or whether you're someone who graduated high school but didn't pursue anything else. So there's benefits to him being military, previous military. So that's, like, I would say, give it some time and see where it goes. But I wouldn't like rush to like make him change like jobs, because a job is a job, and that's like a lot of people are still unemployed right now because the job market is so slim. For myself though, and I told you guys that I was starting something and whatnot, and that's one of the things that I'm doing now, which is editing videos. So with the fact that I have all the equipment now to go in and do lots of different effects and feature type things, I don't use those for like our daily vlogs, because that would be, to me, I think that I've seen other vloggers do it. I just think it's so overdone. For me, I like the normal, mundane, day-to-day type of vlog where it's literally what real life is, not a bunch of too much artsy, over artistic type stuff. Like, I don't mind putting a montage together, which is great, because sometimes there's just so much stuff there that you want to still capture, but you don't want to run the whole thing through, you know, in real time. So it's nice to put a montage together when you're doing something big and fun. But to montage it every day, I'm not a fan of that. Yeah, there you go, Tiffany. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Chris. Oh, see, there you go. Claim it as a vacation day. Yeah, my aunt did the same thing. She still does. She worked for Bash's. And over the years, you know, she accumulates vacation days. And half the time her vacation days get taken, like, where she's supposed to take vacation but ends up having to work anyway because someone will either quit or they don't do their part, or she ends up getting called in. So a lot of her vacation is built up, which is paid time. And she can take that if she really needs to take time away or she gets super sick. She's got it there. Because she's the head baker. Like, she's the head of the bakery there. So she's their big manager. And she's been working with them, gosh, 24, 25 years? So that's really good. Thank you, Stephanie. I know I see whenever you comment, like, every day on Facebook. So. Seriously, guys? This is so gross. It's making me gag. Like, I'm actually gagging on it. Whew. Yeah, see, they do the same thing in the military. So if you don't use your vacation time by a certain date, then you can either surrender it, take your vacation, Like, actually go and take your vacation or surrender it and take the money for those paid days. Half the time, I always just took the paid days. Like, I just got the money because I didn't really have any plans to go take vacation anyway. So they do the same thing when you're on active duty. I don't worry about getting him out of there right now. He has a job right there. But he's... Yeah, and that's the thing is, depending on what his job was, active duty wise, your name is Grant. I can't say that last name. I'm trying to see how to say it. Is it Legault? I don't know how to say it. I'm so sorry. I'm really bad at names, but we'll call you Grant. So Grant, welcome to the Jamily, Grant. I don't know what your keyboard did, Tiffany, but it ended up with a whole bunch of very weird words there. So I get the gist of what you were saying, but yeah, definitely then don't drink. I know, but I needed the caffeine, and it's the only caffeine I have right now in the house, and that's why I went to the store. But I really, really should have gotten the other drink that I was thinking of getting. But I grabbed this one because I was like, I don't want the carbon, because the carbonation really bothers my stomach. And so I grabbed this one instead, and it's really gross. And I definitely don't want to take the, what do you call it? What's the word I'm looking for? I forgot what it's called. The steroid. I don't want to take the steroid because I don't really feel like having a ballooned up face today. I had to take some last night because I didn't have any caffeine yesterday because that was my stupid. I was so busy doing other things that I totally didn't even think to stop and have a cup of coffee or something. Which, by the way, I'm out of. I need to go buy more coffee. So, otherwise I would have just gotten rid of this and went and made a cup of coffee. But it's so hot out. Like, you guys, I made coffee, the last batch of coffee the other day. I left it in the coffee pot, let it cool off, like literally let it go cold, and then I blended it in the blender with ice because it was so hot. I was like, I am not drinking a cup of hot coffee in this heat. Yeah, I know, right? So I know, that's why I'm like, just talk with you guys and just chug it and don't like, it's so gross. It's literally still, like, it's still got this much in it. I need to drink it though, otherwise I'm gonna have to take a freaking stupid pill. Because I can feel when my blood pressure starts to drop, because I start going pretty pale. 2, I get kind of like a little bit shaky. But I also get a really queasy stomach because, you know, like when you get get sick, usually when you get sick and you get that really kind of queasy, dizzy feeling, it's because your blood pressure is dropping as you're starting to get sick, which is what ends up triggering you to vomit, by the way. Because vomiting is a forceful event which pumps your blood pressure back up, which is why a lot of people who get super dizzy vomit, because their blood pressure is coming down. But yeah. You worked for Easter Seals, but they said they didn't need me because I don't have the requirements. Aw, Chris, I'm sorry to hear that. So, I am so sorry to hear that. I mean, is it possible for you to get the requirements, like, to meet those? Like, is there any way that you could take some classes or anything so that you can continue to work for them? So that you, I mean, if that's something you want to do. Ow! That got stuck on my neck. Alright. I'm going to try to chug some of this because I just need to get it done with. Ugh. It just tastes super nasty. It's not even while you're drinking, it's the after you drink it. You get that really awful, nasty aftertaste. Which, like I said, it tastes like somebody took coffee and dumped it into a thing of water. So it's got like this watered down coffee flavor. Ugh. Like I said, as you're drinking it, it's not the problem. Oh, my eyes watered. Oh. Whew, I'm good. I'm golden. That taste afterwards. Woo, guys. Oh, just have to be CDA or CPR certified? You know you can go to the fire department, right, and sign up. The class is free, by the way. If you go to the fire department, and let them know you need to get a CPR certification, there's free classes. The fire departments around the nation hold classes once a month for CPR certification. So go check out your local fire department and ask them when their next CPR CDA certification classes. Oh, Allie's Twitch streaming right now? What in the world? It's way early. Well, we'll turn that on in a minute. But yeah, so, because we still have 5 minutes, 6 or 4 minutes, because I try to do an hour stream with you guys. But yeah, definitely go check it out, Chris, because you can get, and like I said, it's free to do. You can go get CPR training from any fire department for free when they have their CPR class. So if anybody tells you that you have to pay for a CPR class, they're full of crap. I go every year to our CPR class here once a year to get CPR training, just so that I keep my certification good. Because I think right now it's like every 3 years, but I always go once a year just to refresh, just to keep up to anything that may have changed through the year. Just like they've changed like how many times you're supposed to do chest compressions over how many times you give them breath, and when to do chest compressions versus when to only give breath. Like there's a lot of change that's happened in that. So definitely go over to your local fire department, and I hope that helps, because like I said, if that's something you need to have so that you can stay working there, go over there and take their class, and then take your certificate back over there and be like, there you go, I got it. So you'll be good to go. So all right, well, let's start wrapping this up. You want to be a pastor? Yeah, that's awesome. That is awesome. So do your homework on it, and keep pushing forward with that, because we need more good people like that. We need more and more good pastors out there. So do so. All right, you guys, we're going to wrap this up, and I'm going to say thank you guys for hanging out with me. And I do plan on doing a early morning stream with you guys here on YouTube before I go over to Twitch and run a Twitch stream for my birthday, which will be quite some time. I'm going to be running a pretty long stream and stuff, so if you guys want to come do that, come over and check me out over there. I am, like I said, 7 followers away on Twitch. My Twitch channel, however, just so that everybody's aware, my Twitch channel is a mature audience only. If you come in and it's, like I said, it's a mature audience, so please be aware of that, but also know that I will not take any type of hate or people being lewd or any of those type of things in the comments. It is a mature audience, but not a, rude audience. There's a difference. Any suggestions on how to do that? You want to start YouTube? Just start. Like, I get that question all the time, and I say the same thing a lot of other YouTubers say. Do what it is that makes you happy when you put a video up. Every YouTuber is completely unique and different. The way you do things versus the way other people do things is different. So it depends on what you're going to do for a channel. Like with Life with the Jays, I come on here and I talk family stuff, and we work out family things, and we talk and help each other out with situations. My individual YouTube channel, I don't do any live streams over there. My individual one, I tell you guys things about myself. I film videos that I find funny. I do some challenges. I do favorites. Stuff like that that's about myself. Like, that centers around who I am as a human being. So it depends on what type of YouTube you're going to do. What type of videos you want to create. Be creative. Be you. Above all else, be you. And And above all else, if you're going to make videos because you think you're going to make money, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons. So if you're doing it because it's fun to do and you enjoy it, do it. Don't come on to YouTube thinking, oh, this is going to be my career, because you're going to be very sorely mistaken and very quickly disappointed. So, you know, sometimes it happens super fast for some people, and then you've got people like us who have been filming and doing this for 4 years, and we're still not even at 5,000. So it's not about the numbers for us. We get excited when we see those numbers get bigger, but it's not about that. It's about community, and it's about people, and it's about family and friendships and relationships, and that's the part we like, the community of it. So, hi Felicia, as we're getting ready to sign off. Felicia, I don't know if you watch Feral Wife or not, but she's just starting to stream live, and I'm going to go head over to Allie and watch Allie, and if you want to come over and we can chat in Allie's chat, because I always chat over there as well. So I will be hosting Feral Wife over on Twitch, so if you guys would like to come check out the hosting on Feral Wife, you guys can do that. And if you would like, and you are over the age of 18, put it this way, if you're over 18 and whatnot, huh?
How many Doritos do I get for that one?
That was a really good one, so I'm going to give you about 8 to 9 Doritos on that one, because I had some robust sound to it. So if you guys would like, go ahead and head over to Twitch. The link is down in the description box, if you guys want to do that. Yeah, I saw you in there, and I even messaged you in there, but you didn't say anything back, so I was like, what? But anyway, so if you guys would like to, come on over to Twitch. My link is in the description box. I'm going to go over there right now. I'm going to boot up. I'm going to host Feral Wife, and if you would like, we can hang out in my chat instead of going straight over to Feral Wife's channel. Or you can just come to my channel, see that I'm hosting her. You can click Go To Channel, and you can actually go to Feral Wife's channel and chat in her chat section. Oh. So, alright you guys, thank you all for joining me today. It's been awesome. I will be doing a birthday stream as well, and then like I said, I will be doing a stream on Twitch for my birthday as well. So, hopefully we'll see you guys over there, and have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.